Thank you, everybody. Everybody, please have a seat. I am having so much fun. It is great to see all of you here for our first White House Science Fair. I have been looking forward to doing this for a long time. One of the great joys of being president is getting to meet young people like all of you and some of the folks in the other room who I just had a chance to see some of their exhibits and the work that they were doing. It's inspiring, and I never miss a chance to see cool robots when I get a chance. We are joined by several Nobel laureates, including our Energy Secretary, Dr. Stephen Chu. Give him. These are obviously the older folks who have helped to expand the frontiers of human knowledge. But we're also joined by a few people who inspire young people to pursue that knowledge. One of them is the one and only science guy, Bill Nye, who's in the house. I'm also pleased to welcome Jamie Heineman and Adam Savage, known as the Mythbusters. So we welcome championship sports teams to the White House to celebrate their victories. I've had the Lakers here, I've had the Saints here, the Crimson Tide. I thought we ought to do the same thing for the winners of science fairs and robotic contests and math competitions. And this is the reason my administration has put such a focus on math and science education. Because despite the importance of inspiring and educating our children in these fields, in recent years, the fact is we've been outpaced by a lot of our competitors. One assessment shows that American 15-year-olds ranked 21st in science and 25th in math when compared to their peers around the world. Now, obviously, the young people who are here all boosted our averages considerably. But the point is that there are tens of millions of talented young people out there who haven't been similarly inspired. And we've got to figure out how do we make sure that everybody who's got that same talent and inclination, how do we give them the tools that they need so that they can succeed, so that they're entering international science competitions, so that they're up to snuff when it comes to math. It is unacceptable to me, and I know it's unacceptable to you, for us to be ranked on average as 21st or 25th, not with so much at stake. We don't play for second place here in America. We certainly don't play for 25th. So I've set this goal. We will move from the middle to the top in math and science education over the next decade. We are on our way to meeting this goal. But what I've said for a long time is that success is not going to be achieved just by government. It depends on teachers and parents and students and the broader community supporting excellence. And that's why last year I challenged scientists and business leaders to think of creative ways that we can engage young people in math and science. And it was interesting when I was talking to some folks, how did you get interested in this? How did you first enter a robotics contest? And a lot of times it turned out that a young person had been inspired because they had seen some older kid involved in a robotics contest, or there had been a teacher who had connected up with some international contest, and it gave them a focal point for their energy and their attention and their interest. And this is a challenge that will determine our leadership in the 21st century global economy. So we need all hands on deck. Everybody's got to be involved. We can think of Einstein, Edison, Franklin, Tesla, and the founders of Google and Apple and Microsoft. But now we've got some other people to think about, like Michaela Nelson, who's here today. Where's Michaela? Is she here? There she is, right there. Michaela, I had a chance to, Michaela's from Billings, Montana. She works with an entire team. I'm sorry to embarrass you here, Michaela. She's like, oh, God, he called on me. She's representing Will James Middle School. She and her classmates built a solar-powered car that won the design award in the National Science Bowl. She's in 9th grade. She's already trying to earn a pilot's license, and she's working on building an actual plane. She wants to be an engineer. There's no doubt we can expect great things from her. We can think of Diego Vasquez and Antonio Hernandez, representing Cesar Chavez High School in Phoenix. Where are those guys? I met them earlier. There they are right there. They developed a new motorized chair to help a classmate with disabilities and won a grant competition as a result. They did not have a lot of money to do this. They didn't have a lot of advantages in life. In fact, the first time they were ever on an airplane was when they flew to present their invention. But they did have a desire to work together, to help a friend, and to build something that never existed before. That's why we're here today. That's what we're all celebrating. And that's why it's so important that we promote math education and science education on behalf of not just this generation, but all the generations to follow. So to all the young people who are here, I could not be prouder of you. I expect some of you to be back here as Nobel Prize winners and whatnot. In the meantime, just keep on doing what you're doing. And to the parents and the teachers who have helped to inspire these young people, thank you. What you're doing is paying huge dividends, not just for the young people themselves, but for the country. We're very proud of you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Dan.